Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
Along with Log Creek Creations and Davis Crushed Stone.
The road to the sectional championship, a three-step process for the Paoli Rams. On Tuesday night, they took care of step number one, defeating Crawford County 54-33. Tonight, they look to take step number two, and that's a rematch again against Eastern, a team that they handled easily 2 months ago here at Chambers Gymnasium. Good evening, everybody. Dave Dedrick along with Kurt Pedigo. It's time now for Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and ask Alexa to play WUME 953. Well, we know one team already in tomorrow night's sectional. That will be Providence. They just defeated Mitchell 68-40 to punch their ticket. Now we await their opponent. And for the Rams, Bert, they come back once again, and they'll have to have a performance like the second half last Tuesday night and not the first half.
Yeah, first half, more than anything, I think nerves. They got off to a little bit of a slow start. As a result, Crawford County got some confidence and was able to play with Paoli for the better part of 2.5 quarters before Paoli finally started putting things together, playing like they're capable, and put Crawford County away. Same situation or a similar situation. You're matched up with a team that you easily beat earlier in the season, but it's a little bit different come sectional time. Things tend to slow down a little bit and tighten up just a little bit.
Well, that first matchup, the Rams won 65-25 back on January the 18th here at Chambers Gymnasium. Rams used two big runs, one in the first half, a 20-0 run, and another 20-0 run in that second half. But the thing that stands out most is the fact that the Rams, of course, locked down Eastern on defense, but Paoli scored 65 points, but Fletcher Cole only had 5, going 2 out of 11 from the field.
Yeah, one of his lowest scoring performances of the season, and really a good part of the reason, not so much that he was off that night, but a running clock. It really cut the game short, and is one of those deals where you just don't want to run him into the ground at that point in the season.
And good news for the night, the Rams will be back to full strength with Dane Padgett. Won't be starting, but he'll be in to see some very valuable and hopefully meaningful minutes here tonight.
Yeah, and we'll see how he handles it, especially tomorrow. You got an ankle injury, you're coming back from it. You want to get that first game in, see how you handle it, and how you come back. Dakota Apple, he came back the other night and looked none the worse for the wear, so hopefully Dane will be about the same.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. We'll talk with head coach Ray Weatherford of Eastern and Dusty Cole of Paoli. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Superburger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Superburger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Superburger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Eastern head basketball coach Ray Weatherford joins us now as we continue with the Team OC pregame show as his team gets ready to take on Paoli in this second semifinal round matchup. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. But, Coach, put yourself in this position tonight, coming with a big win Tuesday night over Clarksville.
Yes, fortunate to advance. We had played Clarksville earlier and went to double overtime. So we felt, our chances were good, and so we prevailed. And, in postseason, that's what it's about, survive and move. And so we're fortunate to be here tonight. We're glad to be here tonight, and we're going to be playing a Paoli team. Any way you look at them, they're really good. So we're up to the challenge, and, hopefully, we've got some things that we've worked on, and their preparation has been one day, our has as well as ours, and so we're as ready as we can be.
Coach, your game like Paoli Tuesday kind of struggled there in the first half, but really got things going in that third quarter.
Yeah, postseason, everything slows down. And, and that's how we come out and play. No, we wasn't anticipating that. But in postseason, it holds true. The game slows down. Every possession means you're either staying or going home, and you add them all up. So we started out slow. The score was tied at half, and no great motivational speed at half. It's just like, guys, we're flat. We got to find a way to pick it up and find our energy level, and so whatever that magic wand was, I'm going to try to hold on to it. But they come out, our guys came out, and just took the game over with 33 points in third quarter. So started out slow and finished strong. I mean, if you're going to, you'd rather finish that way, strong than slow. So got it behind us and looking forward now to tonight's challenge.
Well, tonight's challenge, Coach, as you mentioned, with Paoli, a team that you faced about 2 months ago.
Yes, and it was a running clock. And so they're good. I mean, when you look at what it takes to make a team, you need guards. They got Fletcher. You need a big. They got Sullivan. And then a host of guys that go along and play their roles. And fortunately for them, unfortunately for their opponents, at the record's 22-2. They've got that mix, and put the fact that they all can shoot with it, and then play good defense. So it's a great combination. So we got to find a way to stay competitive, stay in the game, and make, like I said, the possessions count. And so I'm sure on the other side, Dusty's got his game plan. They like to speed you up, like where you turn it over and they go the other way. And that's basically what happened first game. We could not handle the pace that they wanted to play at, and we kept turning the ball over. So hopefully we've gotten better. Obviously, they've maintained a level of play that has presented to them one of the best records in school. 22 wins is a lot of wins. And so it's a challenge. We look today, they're favored 31 points, and rightly so. Record-wise, our offensive average is 50. Theirs is, 20-something points better than that. So, yeah, it's going to be a challenge. But, again, that's why you toss it up. If it was a given, we just all go home and stay home. But it's not. Dusty knows that. We know that. And so we're here, to play and see what happens.
Coach, what do you got to do offensively and defensively to pull out the win tonight?
Well, I think our offense is a bigger situation for us than our defense. We play pretty good defense. My guys hustle, play hard, fight, scrap. I think we got to take care of the ball offensively. We cannot turn it over by just throwing it up in the stands. When we do that sometimes, we have a hard time handling pressure, whether it's traps or just man up. But if we do a good job handling that, we'll be fine. And hopefully, maybe they have a little of an off night, which, again, it's basketball. It can happen, and we're on fire. And so, who knows? I mean, like I said, we're going to play it and see what happens after 4 quarters. There'll be no surprises. Dusty's been around a long time. I've been around a long time. He knows me. I know him. We'll just see how it goes. But I think if we do one thing well offensively and take care of the ball, then it won't be a running clock. Is what I think. And so hopefully that's what happens.
Lineup for your ball club tonight?
It's the same that we've had all year. It won't change. We basically have gone with 7 players actually since the middle of January when I got everybody healthy. I had 3 guys out most of the first of the year. But since then, we've been in a 7-man rotation. Our starters remain the same. I'll start, with 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore, and we'll match up and away we'll go.
Coach Weatherford, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
I hope so, and thank you for all that you do for Southern Indiana and basketball in this area.
Thank you very much. Head coach Ray Weatherford of Eastern. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
As we roll on with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Dusty Paoli joins us now. Rams, game number 2 tonight here against Eastern, a rematch of a game back in January. We'll get back into that ball game and look back in just a few minutes. But, Coach, earlier this week took care of business, came out, a rematch again it was with Crawford County, and able to come away with the win to put you into tonight's game.
Yeah, I thought we did a pretty good job on the defensive end especially. It took us a while to get going on the offensive end, but that's what you see a lot of times in these tournaments, for a lot of different reasons. You could just kind of throw the records out. There's a lot on the line. A lot of times you're playing these teams for the second or third time sometimes, too, and that makes it difficult to beat a team 2 or 3 times as well. So, we had to beat the team 2 times in about 4 or 5 days, but I thought our kids did a pretty nice job, especially in the second half.
That they did, Coach. A tight win at half, but the third quarter you were able to take over this ball game.
Yeah, we were getting really good looks the first half. Missed a lot of layups. We had some wide open threes, and really the difference in the score was just we started to make some of those. The defense was about the same. If you look at the quarter breaks, pretty much the same. I think they scored 18 the first half, ended up with close to that the second half, maybe 16 or 15 the second half. So pretty close on the defensive end. They out-rebounded us by a couple, but when you shoot 20% in the first half and miss a lot of shots, and it's just kind of tough to stay close on the glass too. So that kind of helped them out some as well. But again, we just started to hit those same shots. I thought the ball movement was a little bit better. We had a lot of assists the second half, and just got things just kind of picked up a little bit. And then obviously that steps up the pressure.
Coach, able to do that because you created a lot of turnovers in that game.
Yeah, we created a lot of turnovers, and that gave us a lot of opportunity for sure. Gave us some easy ones as well. But our kids do a pretty good job. We've kind of been there before. We came in, during halftime and been in some close games, and I think they understand it's a 32-minute game sometimes, and you're going to have some bad quarters, you're going to have some bad stretches at times, and especially on the offensive end, there might be a 4 or 5 minute stretch we don't make too many shots, and they understand that now. They've kind of been through that. We have some experience out there, but at the same time, there was a group of kids, about half our kids, that was the first sectional game. So, maybe had some jitters early on. That makes a difference too. Hopefully getting that first one under their belt, and, even the juniors just getting that first win, and now we can move forward, I think.
Well, from Tuesday night to Friday night, Coach, you're kind of the same scenario, playing a team again for the second time, and a team that you were able to handle as well pretty easily back in January.
Yeah, we played well in that game, hit a lot of shots. Again, I thought the defense was really good that game, but the Bannock kid kind of struggled that night. He did not shoot the ball well. We held him to a single digits, I believe. This is a kid that can really get going. We saw that the other night in the second half. He scores like 25 or 27 points in the second half alone. He's had a game, he scored 50. He's going to take a lot of shots, but we just have to make sure those are tough shots for him and just kind of limit him from getting going more than anything. He's going to score some points. He takes a lot of shots, and he's a good basketball player. So he's going to get some points, but we just have to make sure he just isn't too efficient. We like the versatility of Pekin. Their big guys can step out. They're probably their best ball handlers are their big guys. So they can step out. They can shoot the ball a little bit, too. They can go inside. So their top 2 or 3 guys are kind of their forwards guys that can kind of do a little bit of everything, and that makes them kind of dangerous, too. But but I think we can still put some pressure on, keep them off balance. Probably the better off we are that those big guys have to handle the ball. They're not underneath, and we can take advantage of that too.
Defensively, what will you put up against them?
We'll change defense a little bit. We want to keep them off balance. I think you'll see us play, just a lot of man early, and then we'll kind of just adjust to what they do some. But I think you'll see our 1-2-2, and we actually worked this week with our 2 practices we had. Just kind of worked on just throwing out the press on misses. It's not really a full court, but kind of a 3/4 court. That way, just in case we're not hitting some shots, we can still set up the pressure a little bit, the traps. So I think you'll see us extend that a little bit too to the 3/4 court.
Defensively, what do you expect out of them?
They play a little bit of a 3-2, and then they play some man-to-man. That's probably the main 2 things we've seen. Of course, this time of year, you got to just kind of expect anything, especially with us beating them, pretty handily the first time. They might make a few adjustments. They might throw out a boxer diamond. Again, we've seen that before as well. But for the most part, we've seen a lot of 3-2 and man-to-man.
Another game, Coach, and a big one tonight because a win will put you in that championship game on Saturday night.
Yeah, huge game for us. Got to win this one to move on, and by the end of the game tonight, over half the teams in the state will be done. Probably 60% of them. So this is a big game, and I expect a good crowd for us. I think they'll bring a decent crowd too, but I expect us to have a good one, and I think our kids are ready to go.
Line up for your ball club?
We will start with Cooper, Fletcher, and Dakota at the guards, and then Traylon and Chad.
And then off your bench?
Dane's ready to go now. He had a good day of practice yesterday, so, he's healthy and ready. And then Kirkland will come in pretty early, and then, we could use Ian and Justin and Jackson as well. But the other night, I think we played 10 or 11 guys throughout the game, and I think you could see that again tonight.
Coach Cole, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head Coach Dusty Colapaoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Embarking on the journey to home ownership is a significant milestone filled with excitement and anticipation. Springs Valley Bank & Trust offers personalized support to help you navigate this exciting endeavor with confidence. Are you ready to explore your home purchase or refinancing options? Call me, Chris Manship, at 812-936-5652, NMLS 416647. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Bank NMLS 412076. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Superburger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burger in town. For the Eastern Musketeers, they'll come into tonight's game 7-16, and, of course, moved on to this round with the win over Clarksville on Tuesday night. They'll start 2 forwards and 3 guards. At forward number 31, Garrett Drury, 6 foot and a senior. He's joined up front by number 33, Brody Temple, 6'5", and a junior. The 3-guard lineup will be number 22, Gavin Hurst, 5'10", and a sophomore. In the backcourt as well, number 23, Cody Bannett, 6'1", and a senior, coming off not a career night. Hard to believe. You'd say, yeah, he scored 32 points would be a career, but no, he's racked up 51 time this season. But with those 32 points that he got Tuesday night, he eclipsed the 1,000-point mark in his scoring career. So congratulations to Cody on that accomplishment. And his final 3-guard will be number 30, Caleb Bonjabal. He's 6'2", and a senior. Offensively, Eastern scores it at 50.9 and give up 61.8 for head coach Ray Weatherford. For the Paoli Rams number 9 in the AP poll, number 10 in the USA Today poll to wrap up the final polls of the season in Class 2A. They will start at forward number 2, Traylon Mitten, 6'2", and a junior, averaging 3.5. At center tonight, number 32, Chad Sullivan, 6'3", and a junior, averaging 11.6. 3-guard lineup as well for the Rams, number 14, Fletcher Cole, the senior, 6 foot, averaging 22 points per ball game. Number 22, Cooper Spire, 6'1", and a junior, averaging 4.6. And number 30, Dakota Apple, 6'2", and a sophomore, averaging 4.9. The Rams as a team scored at 61.9 and give up 42.5 on the season. They hit 53% from two-point range and almost 30% behind the arc. And as a team, 68% at the free throw line. Head coach Dusty Cole, the Rams come into this semifinal round game with an impressive 22-2 record. Our lineups tonight, they have been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, located on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burger in town. For the Rams and, well, for Eastern, again, the key for tonight, getting off to a good start. Paoli with that the defense that they hope to get the ball up and down the court, get it into that transition game, get some easy baskets. While Eastern at times, they will pick their spots, they will move it up and down, but more or less, Coach Ray Rutherford said it best, they've got to be very consistent on the offensive end, take care of the basketball, and value every possession. Try and keep it close, give themselves a shot to win at the end. The Rams in their visiting purple, trimmed in gold and white. Eastern in their home white, trimmed in purple and gold. And to take you through tonight's semifinal game, here's Bert Pedigo.
All right, Chad Sullivan, he'll step to the center court circle for Paoli. And Caleb Bonchabalt will do the same for Eastern. Good crowd on hand. Great student section for Paoli tonight. It's Hawaii night, and they are enjoying the heck out of that. All right, ball in the air, tip controlled by Eastern. They will get the first crack at the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli starts man-to-man. Bonjabalt's got it on the left wing. Back out front, he will pass to Hurst. Hurst, right at the volleyball spike line. Now he puts down the dribble, works over to the left side, passes back right to Temple. He's way out at the midcourt strike. Paoli set in their man-to-man. Eastern being patient offensively this first possession. Expect a lot of this tonight if Eastern has their way. Out front, Temple has it. Ball overhead, pass it to Bonjabalt on the right wing. Back out front to Temple. Temple, couple of bounces. They work the give and go. Got it to Drury, and he drove in, missed the easy shot, and the rebound taken down by Paoli. Paoli to the offensive end. Looks like Eastern, they're going to start in the man-to-man as well. Out front, Spires has it. Angles over to the right side. Passes right on the wing. There with it is Apple. Back out front. Fletcher Cole. Three on the way is good. Just inside the volleyball spike line. He's got the first points of the night. And Paoli's on top 3-0. Paoli 2-2-1. Full court pressure. In backcourt with it. That's Hurst. Hurst, his pass into Bonjabalt. Bonjabalt down the lane. Kicks left side. Bannett. He'll try a three. It's no good. Drury up in the air. Comes down with it. Ball lost off of his foot and out of bounds. Give it over to Paoli.
That ball went off a couple of sneakers that time. I'm glad the official was down there and had a good eye on it to make sure it went off Eastern. Bannett, well, he missed that first three, but he will take the majority of the shots tonight. He will be the primary focus of the Rams' defense in the half court.
Spires brings it forward for Paoli, gets it over to Cole. He's on the left wing, drives it on the baseline, kicks it left corner. Spires open for a three. It's no good. Ball tipped out. Bonjabalt runs it down. Had it knocked away from behind, and as he tried to recapture it, Cole came up with it. Bonjabalt bumped into him and committed the foul.
And on Caleb, that will be his first personal foul, team foul number 1. We told you, Eastern, they're not shy about getting it in transition if they get an opportunity. And that time they had a chance, they thought, with numbers, but the Rams quickly recovered.
Played about 2 minutes. Paoli, a 3-0 lead. Paoli, possession of the basketball. Cole angles over to the left side. He's pulling up. Three on the way. No good. Long kick out of there. It's going out of bounds across the way and will go over to Eastern.
Rams on their possession. They've taken 3 3-point shots and hit 1 so far. Have not worked down low. Let's see if the next time down they start to work that little inside-outside game.
Paoli set in their three-quarter court pressure. No problem this time for Eastern as Drury has it in front court. Pass it back out front to Hurst, to Temple, back to Bonjabalt on the right side. Down low, they get it to Drury, spins in the lane, shot no good. Ball hit the floor, rebound controlled by Minton of Paoli. He'll bring it across the timeline, gets it down low, there with it, Sullivan. Shot no good, rebound, Apple flies in and comes down with it, and Paoli will get another shot at it. Cole on the right wing, got around his man, around another to the bucket, shot no good. Sullivan the follow no good, but he is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Well, like we've seen the last several games to start, the Rams getting some good shots but not falling. As they will go to the free throw line, Chad Sullivan looking for his first points of the night. foul will be on 33, Brody Temple, his first, team foul number 2.
Sullivan, 63% free throw shooter on the year. The first is up and good. Make it now a 4-0 Paoli lead. 5:19 to go in the first quarter. Sullivan ready for the second. It's on the way, and that one good as well. So he got them both. And Paoli a 5-0 lead. Again, they extend full court pressure. Temple with it over to Bonjabalt. Get it now to Hurst. Hurst across the midcourt stripe to Drury. Drury in the corner to Bannett. 3 on the way is no good. Short. Apple with the rebound, and he's running out. 1-on-1, drives in, lays it up, and good. Quick run out. He's got his first 2, and Paoli's up 7-0, and a quick timeout taken. Coach Ray Weatherford of Eastern says, I have seen enough. He will take time. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Rams off to a good start in this second semifinal round game, up 7-0, 3 minutes in. As Paoli got the pace that they want, they've been able to get it out and score a bucket or two in transition and see if they can keep that going.
Quickly into Bannett. He's right under the bucket and lays it up and in for Eastern. Play out of the break. He gets his first two of the night for the Musketeers. And it's a 7-2 ball game in favor of Paoli. Paoli to the offensive end. Cole's got it on the right wing. Bring it to the middle of the court, down the lane, and he had it taken away. Bannett takes it away. He leads a 2-on-1. Drives under, lays it up and in. Quick 4 out of that timeout by Eastern. They're back within 3 at 7-4. 4:25 and counting in the first quarter. Paoli back to the offensive end. Cole is going to drive left side. Got to the baseline. Puts the shot up in traffic. Good. Count it. And a chance for a three-point play.
That time able to beat his man off the dribble on that left wing. And Fletcher split a double team actually down low that time. Got the kind roll on the iron and will have an opportunity for a three-point play opportunity to break that little 4-0 run for Eastern.
Substitutions for Paoli. Dane Padgett and Kirkland Hughes come in. Minton and Spires go out. Cole ready at the free throw line. Free throw on the way is no good. Kicked out on him. Rebound controlled underneath by Drury of Eastern. Get it ahead to Temple. Temple has used up the dribble. His pass across the midcourt stripe to Bonjabalt. And Eastern sets. Bonjabalt's going to drive in. Got to the bucket. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Padgett has it for Paoli. Rams run the other way. Apple on the far sideline. Brings it back to the middle of the court. Now he's used up his dribble. Hands it off to Hughes. Now to Cole at the midcourt circle. Cole left side to Padgett. They don't guard him at the three-point line. Padgett to Apple. Apple back to the free throw line. Reverses left. Now he's used up his dribble. Gets it to Hughes way out front. Over to Cole, right wing. Cole drives to the free throw line. Pulls up and knocks down the jumper. About 15 feet out. He's got 7. And it's a 7-point Paoli lead at 11-4. Quickly into front court. Bonjabalt drives in. His shot off the glass is up and good. His first 2 make it now an 11-6 ball game in favor of Paoli. Apple on the right side. Over to Hughes. He'll try a 3. That's no good. Left it short. Rebound. And Eastern has Bannett came running out of there with it. He dribbled it off his foot and out of bounds. It'll go over to Paoli.
Well, he dribbled out of bounds and ran out of his shoe. It's just not a good possession at all for Cody that time. And one of those unforced turnovers that Coach Weatherford said they cannot have. And the official checking to make sure that everything is ready to go. Everybody's got the proper equipment on the right foot, and we are. And it'll be play in for the Rams.
All right, bring it in to Spires. Right back to Apple. Apple at the midcourt circle. Apple passes left side to Spires. It kicks out of bounds. Bonjabal, he knocked it out. Coach Ray Weatherford asking for the call, but he did not get it and comes away with a big smile.
Well, that time, though, just good overplay by the defense, and I hope that's Coach Weatherford's wife that he hugged there in the stands.
I hope so. I've not seen that. A head coach going into the stands, a little peck on the cheek to a fan. All right, back to action. Hughes with it, top of the key. He'll try a three, no good, but a whistle and a foul, and he will go to the free throw line.
Brody Temple just could not put on the brakes and ran into the shooter, and that's trouble because Temple has got 2 personal fouls, and this is not a deep Eastern team. Rams wanted to get into their bench, and unfortunately, if you're an Eastern fan, this is not the way you want to see guys come in off the bench with people in foul trouble. Kirkland looking for his first points of the night.
Still going to be looking for it. That one, what was that, right rim, off the glass, back to the right rim, and then off the front. It saw all of it just about. Hughes back to the line. Second of 3 on the way is up and good, so he got that one. Make it now a 12-6 ball game on his first point of the night. 12-6 in favor of Paoli.
Rams get their rotation going here as they have Sullivan getting his first break as Mitten re-enters the lineup along with Spires.
Hughes, third free throw up and good. Got 2 of the 3, and Paoli's lead back to 7 at 13-6. Paoli extends full court pressure. Bat with it in backcourt. Quickly into front court. They find Bannett. He's alone under the bucket and lays it up and in. Beat the pressure, and he's got 6. 13-8. Paoli on top with the basketball. Cole going to drive in again. Got around his man. Got to the bucket. Shot no good. Rebound taken down by Drury of Eastern. Quickly into front court. Bonjabald has it. He'll pass back out front to Fowler. He also checked in at that last break. Couple of freshmen in there right now for Eastern. At the top of the key, that's Drury with it. Leaves it off Bonjabald. He'll try a 3 that's too hard. No good. Padgett way up for the rebound for Paoli. Get it off to Spires quickly into Cole in front court. Hesitation move. Didn't want the 3. Now passes back left side. Left side, Hughes with it. Kicks it out to Spires. Spires underneath the Mitten. He's all alone, and he lays it up and in. His first 2, and back to a 7-point Paoli lead, 15-8. Ball deflected in backcourt out of bounds. Paoli touched it last as they got Fowler in a double team and a world of hurt.
Great job by the Rams on the ball movement, being very patient, and Spires finding Mitten. He's got slip screened on his defender all alone for an easy 2.
Bring it into Bonjabal. Right back to Bannett. Bannett, his pass intercepted. Padgett has it. He's going to drive in, dish off to Mitten, who lays it up and in. Turnover to an easy 2. Mitten's got 4, and Paoli's up 17-8. And we have a deflection as Mitten. He had a foot on the baseline and touched the basketball. That means we got to do it all over again.
Rams getting this game up and down the way they want. Coach Weatherford's going to have to roll the dice. He's going to put Brody Temple, who's starting forward, back in there with those 3 fouls with 1:39 to go in the first quarter.
Bring it into Bonjabal. Now to Fowler. Fowler quickly ahead to Bannett. Had to run it down in the corner. Now he's open for a 3 that's no good. Ball kicks out of bounds. Last touched by Eastern. It'll go over to Paoli.
Told you Bannett would be the guy, the main offensive threat overall tonight. 11 shots taken by Eastern as a team, and he has taken 6 of them.
1:25 to go in the first quarter. Paoli with possession of the basketball and a 17-8 lead. Spires, he drives baseline, running one-hander, no good. To follow by Padgett, though, up and good. Padgett get his first 2, and Paoli's up 11. Into front court, Bannett with it. Leaves it off for Drury, gets it right back, and now Eastern will set in the half court. Bannett at the midcourt stripe still. Just the ball on the hip. They're going to get set, go to a 1-4 low set. Bannett, ball on hip. They may just want to hold for the last shot of the quarter if they can to kind of shorten things up. Now some pressure applied by Spires out front on Bannett. He went to the floor, just did get rid of the pass to Temple. Temple at the midcourt stripe now. Leaves it off for Bannett. Paoli's coming out more aggressively defensive. Bannett out front, couple of ball fakes, gets it to Temple. Temple drives in. His pass, nearly intercepted. Hughes had 2 hands on it, but was going out of bounds. Could not save it in time.
Good job by the Rams. They came out, forced the issue, and then they went to that little jump trap defense and nearly came up with the steal as Fletcher will get a break here with 30.4, and Ian Sullivan sees his first minutes of the ball game.
All right, Temple sits out of bounds to the right of the Eastern bucket, looks underneath, nobody there, still looking. Now Drury breaks open, and he's all alone to lay it up and in.
Second time they've run it out of bounds, playing got a wide open shot.
19-10, Paoli up with the basketball, out front, Spires with it. Spires over to Minton with 18 seconds left in the quarter. Now Paoli can hold for the last of the quarter, and Paoli will get the ball to start the second quarter of play. Spires with 9 seconds. Has used up the dribble, gets it over to Ian Sullivan with 5 seconds. He's going to drive baseline, got to the bucket, scooped it up and in. Defense was there, but could not stop the shot. He gets his first 2. Momentum to the break to Paoli. 21-10 your score. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Well, 1 quarter in the books. A good start for Paoli as they lead the Eastern Pekin Musketeers 21-10. That's your score on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli got that last second 2 from Ian Sullivan to end the first quarter, and Paoli's going to begin the second quarter with possession of the basketball as well. Eastern, they will look like stay in their man-to-man. That's what they've been in for the most part so far tonight. Spires, he's got the basketball, brings it across the timeline, gets it to Minton, now in the lane to Sullivan. Sullivan has used up his dribble, looks back door, and the pass is intercepted and taken away. Turnover number 2 against Paoli. Quickly the other way, Temple driving to the bucket, and he lays it up and in. He's got his first 2 of the night. 21-12 the score. Paoli on top. Right side, there's Cole driving to the bucket. His shot no good, but he is fouled and will get to the free throw line.
This will be whistled on number 31, Garrett Drury. That'll be his first team foul, number 1. Paoli in the first quarter, 7 out of 11 from two-point range, 64%, 1 out of 4 behind the arc, 25%, 4 out of 6 at the free throw line.
Free throw by Cole is up and good. Got the first. He's kind of been struggling from the line the last few ball games for some reason. Shooting that still, though, at 87% on the year. Second one, that one spun out on him. No good. Rebound controlled by Eastern. Score at 22-12. Paoli on top. Eastern the basketball. In backcourt. There with it is Temple. Temple now across the timeline. Gets it to Bannett as Paoli. They will now match up in the man-to-man. Driving down, Temple got to the bucket again. Shot no good. Rebound. Sullivan's got it for Paoli. Quick outlet to Apple, over to Minton, out to Cole. Thought about that long 3, didn't pull the trigger. Lob it down low, ball out of bounds. They say last touch by Eastern as Bannett got a hand on it.
Eastern in the first quarter, 5 out of 8 from two-point range for 63%, 0 for 4 behind the arc. And the Musketeers did not take a free throw in that first 8-minute period.
Spires brings it in a corner to Cole, fakes 3, drives in, passes back out to Apple. Apple back to Cole, right of the key. Cole looking down low, can't get it to Sullivan, instead goes to Apple, and now Paoli will cycle through the offense. Apple reverses again, now goes over to Cole on the right wing. Cole picked up by Drury. They say he traveled as Drury made him drag the pivot foot, and that's 3 turnovers against Paoli.
Just got in a tight space there at that high post on the right side as one of the Rams' offensive player was there, and that drug in another defensive player, and Fletcher just couldn't put the brakes on in time. One of the few turnovers the Rams have had tonight.
Not many, just 3. Into front court, Fowler splits the double team, and he gets a little bump at the midcourt stripe, and a foul is called. It's either Apple or Cole.
going to be on number 30, Dakota Apple. That'll be his first. And just the first team foul of this quarter and the first foul of the game whistled against Paoli.
Temple will inbounds right in front of us, does so to Bonjabalt, gets it right back, and now they set. Drury now with it. He's in the right corner. They look down low. Nobody posted up. Back out to Bonjabalt, the Bandit at the midcourt circle. High post to Temple. They look back door. Couldn't get that pass. Temple now to Bonjabalt. He backs it out in the middle of the court. Left side to Drury. Right back out to Bonjabalt. He directs traffic as Eastern sets against Paoli's man-to-man. Left side, Bandit with it. Out to Temple. Temple to Bonjabalt. Fakes three. Couldn't get around Hughes on the drive and kicks it back out to Bandit. Bandit now to Temple. Temple to Drury. Drury right side driving down the lane. Shot no good, but he is fouled and will get a chance at the free throw line.
Eastern's been able to get something off this dribble drive offense getting to the rim. Foul going to be on Dakota Apple. He's picked up two quick ones, and that will put to the line number 31, Garrett Drury. He's got a basket for 2 points.
Drury, 6 foot and a senior. Free throw up and good. 22-13 the score. 5:57 left in the first half. Paoli on top by 9, and Eastern at the free throw line. Apple with those 2 fouls. He comes out of the ball game, and Spires checks back in. Drury ready at the free throw line. Second one up and good. Got them both. He's got 4, and it's 22-14. Spires will bring it forward for Paoli. Passes to Minton, left side to Hughes at the three-point line. They look for the lob, back door to Minton. Minton, he got his feet tangled up with another Eastern player, and the foul is going to be called because he forced him out of bounds, and that looks like Hurst who's going to pick it up.
It will be double deuce, number 22, Gavin Hurst. That'll be his first team foul, number 2. Rams have run that play quite a bit here as of late. Just that lob play, getting that screen at the high post, and then curling off his Minton, and then the diagonal pass from the left side as Hughes will come out and Apple re-enters the lineup.
Apple with those 2 fouls right back into the lineup. Spires has it to the right of the Paoli bucket. Lobs it to Cole at the top of the key. Cole left side to Spires. Spires around his man, got in the lane, leans in with the shot, and good. Hit the rim a few times before it finally settled in. He gets his first 2, and Paoli's up by 10 at 24-14. Long pass ahead to Bandit. Bandit had to save it back in bounds. Threw it off of Apple to save the possession for Eastern.
Now the Rams get Apple out and Hughes back in. I think the Rams bench not aware that he had those 2 fouls, so Dakota will probably sit the rest of this quarter if things stay as it is.
A more typical strategy for Paoli. Temple out of bounds right in front of a huge Paoli cheer block. Drury gets it inbounds, back out front to Hurst, to Temple at the top. Temple, double team, puts down a dribble, gets it to Bonjabalt, fakes 3, brings it in, 2, on the way, is no good. Ball kicked free, Minton comes running out of there with it for Paoli. Cross-court pass to Cole into front court, left side. There with a 3 is Hughes, up and good. Good to see you, Kirkland Hughes knock one down. He's got 5, Paoli's up 13, and Eastern wants the timeout. 5:05 to go in the first half. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Time rolls on and change happens, but some things remain the same. Banks send their profits to stockholders, and credit unions share profits with members and their local communities. The difference seems simple, but the effect is huge. Since 2021, Hoosier Hills Credit Union has donated over $500,000 to nonprofits, scholarships, athletic programs, and community foundations across central and southern Indiana. We're proud to give back to our local communities. If you'd like to bank local and build our community together, visit HoosierHills.com and join us today.
Rams lead it now by a margin of 27-14 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Give a big shout-out to one of our favorite people, Daryl Newkirk. Understand they're a little under the weather tonight, so Suzanne is nursing him back at home, and hopefully he'll feel better quick and get back here to Chambers Gymnasium.
Steal it midcourt. Paget's got it for Paoli. He will drive under and lay it up and in. He's got 4. Turnover to an easy 2, and now it's 29-14. Paoli on top. Eastern with the basketball. Temple across the timeline, leaves it off for Bonjabal, and underneath they find Drury again. He's all alone and lays it in. Third time the night that he's done that, and he's got 6. 29-16 the score. Paoli up by 13. They've got the basketball. Cole, hesitation move, works to the left baseline, passes back out front to Mitten. Now over to the right side. They swing it to Hughes. Hughes between the legs dribble. They back away from him for a second. Now come and get him and force the pass over to Mitten. Mitten, and they're going to say that he traveled as he went down the lane. That's turnover number 4 against Paoli.
Now, trailing that time, waited for the defense to try and body up on him, and when that guy didn't come, he kind of lost his balance a little bit and had to put the ball on the deck, but not quick enough before he is called for the walk. Also want to shout out to Travis Cole. Understand Travis playing dad tonight at home with a young 1-6, so hopefully everybody gets healed up and healthy at the Cole house very quickly, be able to be back if the Rams win for tomorrow night's championship game.
Temple over to Drury, right side jumper, no good. Cole, the rebound for Paoli. He brings it forward himself, gets it to Mitten. Mitten back out to Spires. Spires drives in, lost it momentarily, gets it back. Now out to Mitten, over to Spires. Spires dumps it down low. Sullivan shot up, no good, but he is fouled and will get a chance at the free throw line.
Get ready to say Rams need to work and get Chad a few more touches down there, and that time they did a nice job of getting the ball to him. As mentioned, fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Foul will be on Fowler. That'll be his first and team foul number 3.
Sullivan at the line, free throw up and good. Got that one. He's got 3, all of them from the free throw line, and it makes it now a 30-16 lead for Paoli. Sullivan ready at the line for the second. It's on the way, and that one good as well. Knocking them down tonight, and Paoli's lead back to 15 on Sullivan's 4th point of the night. Temple in backcourt, gets it over to Fowler. Fowler lobs to Bonjabal. Right side, Bannett. His shot blocked by Mitten. Mitten takes it out of the air. Paoli goes the other way. Leave it off for Paget, who lays it up and in. He just got out ahead of everybody. He's got 6. Now Bonjabal driving in, and foul going to be called as Mitten had the arm up straight until the body contact came, and then he kind of came down with it.
That'll be the first on Traylon. 3rd team foul, and only the 3rd foul of this half. Bonjabal at the free throw line. He's got a basket for 2, as he'll be at the line for his first free throws of the ball game.
Bonjabal, 6'2" and a senior. Free throw up, no good. Left that one short. 33-16 the score. 3:27 to go in the first half of play. Eastern trailing and at the free throw line. Bonjabal. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good. Straight through. He's got 3 points. Make it now 33-17, Paoli. Paoli to the offensive end. Cole out front, between the legs, dribble again, and now works off of the screen. Get it to Paget, kick it right side to Spires. Spires with the dribble, gets it off to Cole. Cole brings it back out to the middle of the court as they work that weave out front. Cole angles over to the left side. He fakes the 3, and they're going to call him for a double dribble. So much of a fake. You know, that ball kind of hesitated in his hand for just that split second.
Fletcher trying to say to the official, what was it that way? But you're right, I don't think he double dribbled at all. It's just the fact that he kept that ball almost still for a second, but he never got underneath of it or stopped it. It just was right there.
3 minutes to go in the first half. Paoli's up by 16. Eastern to the offensive end now. Bonjabal fires it down low. Bannett with it. Fakes again. Goes up. Bannett bounced down on him. That thing did everything but go in. Paoli's got the rebound and runs the other way. Cole to the top of the key. Motions for Minton to go through. He works off of the screen. Kick it left side. Thornton, who just checked in, launches along 2. No good. Followed by Minton is up and good. Run out the other way. Bannett's going to drive, and his shot is blocked into... That thing might go to the hospitality room down the hall about a quarter of an acre. That was a block.
Chad came flying through there.
You know,
he just swatted that one.
I'll give credit to the sponsor because that thing hit the Hoosier hardware thing about 15 or 20 feet up. I have never seen a block that like that.
Pretty emphatic, that's for sure.
It was. And we got a foul on the inbounds play. Everybody can catch their breath now.
Traylon Mitten called for a hold. That'll be the second on Mitten. He'll join Dakota Apple on the bench with 2 fouls with 2:27 to go in this first half of play. Kirkland Hughes will re-enter the lineup for the Rams.
All right, Temple will inbound for Eastern to the right of the bucket. Gets it to Bonjabalt down low. Shot in traffic, no good, but he is fouled and will get a chance at the free throw line.
Nice inbounds play again by Eastern as this foul will be whistled on the Rams. Going to put it on number 12, Kirkland Hughes. That'll be his first, team foul number 5. Bonjabalt 1 out of 2 at the free throw line and back up there for 2 more attempts.
First one on the way is no good. Too hard off the back rim. Score stays at 35-17. Still 2:25 to go in the first half. Substitution for Paoli as Jackson Reynolds will check in and Justin Thornton will go out.
Jackson been playing some very valuable minutes for the Rams here in the latter part of the season, and a nice job the other night as well in the win over Crawford.
Second free throw up and good, so Bonjabalt got 1 of the 2. He's got 4. Makes it now 35-18 Paoli lead. 2:20 to go in the first half as Cole brings it across the timeline. He drives on Drury, can't get around him, backs it out, and Paoli cycles through it. Out to the middle, Cole still with the dribble alive, reverses, gets down the lane. Now they reach in. Did they tie him up? Yes, they did. Jump ball called, and this one will favor Eastern, I believe.
Can't see the light. It must be burned out on the back side of the arrow here, but Dottie's getting ready to transfer it back over to the Paoli side, and that will give the ball over to Eastern on a good defensive play as Fletcher just got caught down low. Nice help defense that time from the weak side by Eastern to put on the double team and get the jump ball. Chad will come out, and Dane Pageant comes into the ball game. Chad 4 points off from the free throw line. Dane tonight 6. He's a perfect 3 for 3. We've seen him have some of those nights here.
All right, 2 minutes to go in the first half. Eastern possession of the basketball, trailing Paoli by 17. Left side, Fowler has it, brings it out to Bonjabalt, gets it right back on the left wing. Back to Bonjabalt, to Fowler. They play pitch and catch with it. Back out, Bonjabalt. Thought about that 3. Now puts down the dribble, looks over to the right side, but no. He's enjoying playing pitch and catch with Fowler. Now he comes over to Bannett. Bannett fakes 3, drives in, kicks it out to Fowler, left wing. Out to Bonjabalt at the top. He's all alone. 3 on the way is way off the mark, no good. And the rebound controlled by Paoli. Cole has it. Paoli is winning that rebounding battle by a margin of 17-7 right now. Minute 20 to go in the first half. Paoli a 17-point lead with the basketball. Pageant, he's got it out near the midcourt stripe, just to the left of it. He works over to the right side, leaves it off for Cole. See if Paoli wants to maybe think about running some clock unless something wide open opens up for him. Cole, right at the midcourt stripe, angles over to the right side of the court now. Passes back left side to Pageant. Pageant gets it to Hughes. Hughes now to the middle of the court. Leaves it off for Cole. Down to 50 seconds to go in the first half. Cole has not put down a dribble. Drury's not close enough to start the 5 count. Now Cole puts down the dribble. Got around him momentarily. Lost the handle on it. Gets it back and brings it back out front. Cole just dribbling away some time. Down to 32 seconds to go in the half. Paoli up 35-18. Pageant at the midcourt stripe, puts down the dribble, works away from Temple, now gets it over to Cole on the far sideline, down to 20 seconds to go in the half. Cole to the midcourt circle. Drury tightens up on him. Puts some pressure on, reaching in like he's trying to commit a foul, and he will with 11 seconds to go in the half, but not a bonus situation for Paoli yet.
Foul on Garrett Drury. That'll be his second, team foul number 4. He becomes the second player with 2 fouls for Eastern. Their 2 starting forwards, Drury and Temple, each with 2. Sullivan will come in, and Reynolds will come out with 11.1 seconds remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard.
Hughes out of bounds, brings it into Cole in backcourt with 11 seconds to go. Cole picked up by Drury. He's going to drive down the lane, pulls up, 15-footer left side, good. Quickly inbounds. As Cole's got 10, Bannett will launch from midcourt. It's no good off to the left. And that's the way the first half will come to an end as Paoli out to a 19-point lead at 37-18. When we come back, we will get the Whitfield Investments halftime report underway. Paoli on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Introducing Log Creek Creations and Events, your premier special event planning destination in Paoli. Led by the talented Lisa Thomas, she specializes in creating unforgettable experiences for weddings, baby showers, graduation parties, birthdays, proms, and retirement celebrations. With warehouses full of unique decor items, we ensure your event stands out. Contact Lisa today at 812-620-5263 or visit the Facebook page for more information. Let Log Creek Creations and Events make your special day extraordinary.
2 quarters in the books, and so far so good for Paoli as the Rams lead the Eastern Musketeers 30. And you to give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Looking back at first half action, no ties, no lead changes. Paoli got out to a quick 7-0 lead as they get buckets from Cole, free throws from Sullivan, and a bucket from Dakota Apple, and Paoli was quickly out 7-0. Eastern would respond after a timeout with the next 4 points, made it a 3-point ball game. Paoli, though, would begin to lengthen that lead. They got it up to 7 once again at 13-6 on made free throws by Kirkland Hughes. Paoli would continue to stretch that lead out over the final 2 minutes of the first half of the first quarter, as they outscored Eastern by a margin of 8-2 and led it 21-10 at the break. Early part of the second quarter, Eastern got some things done, but didn't really make a whole lot of progress on that scoreboard. They were down 22-14 with still 6 minutes to go in the first half. That was when Paoli goes on a 7-0 run and bumped that lead up into the double-digit category for the first time. It was 29-14 with 4:49 to go in the half. Eastern would respond with a 2 to make it 29-16, but then Paoli runs off 4 more points in a row, and they were up 33-16, a 17-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the half. Eastern got a couple of trips to the free throw line for Bonjabalt, but he converted just 1 of 2 each of those 2 trips. Paoli was able to put up 4 points of their own, including the final 2 by Fletcher Cole with just 3 seconds left in the half, and Paoli was up 37-18 going to the break. Rebounding battle, that's being won by Paoli, margin of 17-7. Turnovers about even. Eastern has taken better care of the basketball tonight than what they did the first matchup between these two. 5 turnovers against Paoli and 4 for Eastern. 37-18, that's your halftime score. Paoli is out in front. When the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be taking a look at some of the individual and team stats from first half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed. Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Rams lead it here 37-18. The winner advances on to tomorrow night's championship game to take on Providence as they easily took care of Mitchell earlier this evening in game number 1 of this semifinal round, 68-40. As we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, Rams shooting the ball very exceptionally well, I should say. Not very good, but exceptionally well here in this first half of play. Paoli started out 2-point shooting in that first quarter, 7 out of 11 for 64%. Backed that up with 5 out of 6 in the second quarter for 83%. And here at the half, 12 out of 18 for 67%. The Rams knocked down 1 out of 4 from behind the arc in the first quarter, and they were 1 out of 1 in the second quarter, 2 out of 5 here at the half for 40%. At the free throw line, 4 out of 6 in that first quarter, 3 out of 4 in the second period, 7 out of 10 here at the half for 70%. For Eastern, they started off shooting the ball extremely well, 5 out of 8, 63% from two-point range, but they have struggled behind the arc, going 0 for 4 in the first quarter. Then in that second quarter, Eastern cooled down, just 2 out of 7 from inside the arc for 29%, making them 7 out of 15 for the half at 47%, and another 0 from three-point land, 0 for 3 in that second quarter, and 0 for 7 here at the half. Eastern did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter, but they got to the free throw line 6 times in that second period, made 4 of them for 67%. 37-18, Rams on top. When we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we'll take a look at individual scoring. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Rams own a 37-18 advantage here at the half on the Whitfield Investments halftime report. As we take a look at individual scoring in the first 2 quarters of play, Rams led by Fletcher Cole with 10, 7 of those in the first quarter of play. 6 for Traylon Mitten, who's 3 out of 3 from the field. The same for Dane Padgett, 3 out of 3 from the field, 6 points as well. Kirkland Hughes with 5, Chad Sullivan with 4. Then 2 on the night for Cooper Spires, 2 for Dakota Apple, and 2 for Ian Sullivan. Jackson Reynolds, along with Justin Thornton, saw action but did not score. For Eastern, they are led by Coney Bannett. He has 6 points, all of those coming in the first quarter of play. Garrett Drury also has 6 for the Musketeers, then 4 for Caleb Bonjabal, and 2 on the night for Brody Temple. Gavin Hurst, along with Jeffrey Fowler and Chase Batt, saw action but did not score. Rams led it 21-10 at the end of one. It's 37-18 at the half. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
We wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Take a look at the foul situation for Paoli, Traylon Mitten, Dakota Apple with 2 apiece. Kirkland Hughes with 1. Those were only 5 fouls committed by the Rams in the first half. Garrett Drury, along with Brody Temple, will have 2 personal fouls for the Musketeers. Hurst, Bonjabalt, and Fowler with 1 apiece. Bailey taking this lead here at the halftime break, getting ready to go with third quarter play, and the Rams will get it first here in this third period. See if they can start off with a basket on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard.
All right. Pretty good first half of play. Winner here advances to meet Providence tomorrow night. Saw some of the Providence boys out in the hallway at the break. They're pretty tall.
They got a big team. They got a nice team. They really do.
They didn't list them at that tall, I didn't think, but they're pretty tall. All right, Paoli begins. Possession of the basketball. Minton's got it at the high post. Looks down for Sullivan. Couldn't get it to him. Drives in instead. Leans in. And the one-hander goes up and in. He's got 8. 39-18 the score. Paoli out in front by 21, and Eastern to the offensive end, their first possession of the second half. Out front, Bonjabalt with it. Bonjabalt is kind of dribbling away some time. Now works over to Bannett. Down low, they go to Drury. Drury back out. He passes to Hurst, over to Bannett. Now to Temple at the high post. Temple, mismatch as he shoots over Cole. Shot no good. And the rebound controlled by Paoli. Minton, outlet pass to Spires. To Apple, leaves it off for Sullivan underneath, who lays it up and in. He's got 6. And Paoli out to a quick 23-point lead now at 41-18. Played about a minute of the third quarter. Into front court, Temple with it. He leaves it off for Bannett. Bannett to Hurst at the top. Hurst, high right, he passes to Bannett, drives in, scoops it up, no good. Followed by Bonjabalt is up and good. 41-20, Bonjabalt gets the follow bucket. One of the few rebound opportunities for Eastern. Driving in, Apple. He got around his man, got to the bucket, and laid it up and in, 43-20. Bonjabalt quickly the other way, goes right to the bucket and lays it in. Bonjabalt, another 2. He's got 8. 43-22 the score. Off to a quick start here in the second half. 6:20 to go in the third. Right side, Spires drives around his man, drives to the bucket, scoops it up, no good. Rebound, Hurst has it for Eastern. Hurst ahead to Temple. Temple runs it up the far sideline, kicks it to the left corner. Bonjabalt, another 3 is no good. Rebound, Bonjabalt comes down with it, puts it back up in traffic, and good. He's in double figures with 10. And it's 43-24, 19-point Paoli lead. Cole with it. He's on the right side. They go down to Sullivan. Sullivan backs his way in. Shot in traffic is up and good. Chad Sullivan, he's got 8. Couple of buckets here in the third quarter. And it's 45-24. Paoli up by 21. Into front court, Hurst gives it to Drury, to Bonjabalt. He's had the hot hand, and as he got it, he was pushed in the lane by Sullivan.
Got it to him in a good spot down low below the free throw line. Foul going to be whistled on Chad Sullivan. That's his first, and team foul number 1. You mentioned Caleb Bonjabalt off to a great start here. He's got 6 points in this quarter and 10 for the game.
Temple looking for Drury. He had to save it from going out of bounds. The ball loose, and Spires runs it down for Paoli. That's 5 turnovers against Eastern. Quickly the other way. Get it to Sullivan. His shot in the lane is no good. But Hurst, there to prevent the easy 2, looks like he will pick up the foul.
Got caught on that mismatch, and that was not a good mismatch for Eastern. Hurst just could not body up with the much taller and stronger Sullivan. On Hurst, that'll be his second, team foul number 1. Chad Sullivan at the line where he's 4 out of 4 so far here tonight.
All right, let's make it a 5 out of 5 night. Made the first. He's got, 9 points so far? 46-24 is the score. Hurst with that third foul. He's going out of the ball game. Sullivan ready at the line. Next one up and good. Got it. Got them both. And it's 47-24. Paoli at 23-point lead right now. 5:15 to go in the third quarter. In backcourt, Temple with it. Apple is with him defensively. Made him pick up the dribble. He gets it forward to Bonjabalt in front court. Bonjabalt to the midcourt circle, and now they'll set the offense. Paoli in the man-to-man. Left side, Fowler driving in, leaning in, shot on the way is no good. Cole the rebound on the weak side for Paoli. He'll bring it forward himself to the midcourt circle and no further. Now he passes right side to Spires. Spires pass deflected. It's saved inbounds by Temple, who got the deflection, and now Bannett's got it, running to the midcourt stripe. Now down the lane. He got to the baseline, had the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Eastern.
Spires able to sneak in from behind with that help defense. Just there on that baseline, had nowhere to go once he did poke the ball away, and Eastern will retain possession. But Eastern looking to pick up the pace, knowing that they've got to score some points here to get back into this ball game.
Bring it into Fowler. Left side three on the way is no good. Apple the rebound and the run out for Paoli, but Eastern gets back. And now Apple passes back out front to Cole. Paoli will set offensively. Cole at the midcourt circle. Bonjabalt has him defensively. Leave it off for Apple. Apple back out front to Spires. Spires drives in, leaves it off for Sullivan, who reverses and lays it up and in. Sullivan, a big third quarter. He's got 12 now, and it's 49-24. Paoli on top. Eastern with the basketball, and we're going to have another timeout taken by Eastern as they have fallen behind by 25. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Rams continue to shoot the ball well in this third quarter, nearly halfway through, as Paoli in this quarter has put up 6 shots and hit 5, and are also 2 out of 2 at the free throw line.
All right, 4:02 to go in the third. Eastern took that timeout, trailing it 49-24, and they've got it inbounds. Fowler out front. He's one of the freshmen that plays a lot for Eastern. Get it down to Bat. He's the other. Pass it back out front to Bannock. Bannock to Temple. Temple looking to drive. Got to the bucket. Shot blocked by Padgett, but I think they're going to call Dane for a reach-in.
Eastern again, though, able to get to the basket off that dribble drive. That'll put this one lead on Chad, number 32. That'll be his second. Team foul number 2 will be a shooting foul, though, as Temple to the line. He's got a bucket for 2 so far in this ball game.
Temple, free throw on the way is good. Got the first. Make it now 49-25. Paoli on top. Temple ready for the second. Now he's got it. Couple of bounces. High of the bucket. Free throw on the way. That's way short. No good. And Cole another rebound for Paoli. He's had more than a handful. Ahead to Hughes. Drives to the bucket and lays it in. He normally stays out of that three-point line, but drove in that time, and he's got 7 now. 51-25. Paoli on top. Eastern, the basketball. That must be the talk-to-me play because of the hand signals that Temple was given out front. Get it over to Fowler. Fowler, one bounce dribble, out to Temple. He's at the midcourt circle. Temple goes over to Bonjabalt. He's on the right-hand side, near the sideline. To the high post to Temple. Temple tried to go back door, and the ball was deflected, taken away. Nearly restolen, but Paoli maintains possession. Ahead to Cole. Try 3, no good. And it kicked over the backboard and out of bounds.
Well, we see Fletcher do that a lot on a run-out where he's left wide open. Just couldn't get that one to go. In fact, that was just his first shot of this quarter so far, and we played 5 minutes.
Yep, 3 minutes to go in the quarter, and it's 51-25. Paoli on top. Eastern again with the basketball as Temple at 6'5", tallest player that Eastern's got, but he's the primary ball handler out front.
Yeah, both he and Bonjabal are the best ball handlers, and they are their tallest players.
Right side. There with it is Temple. Back to Bonjabal. Now to Bannock. Bannock, he's going to launch a long three that rattles out no good. Sullivan way up for the rebound for Paoli. He's having to fight off a couple of players for it. And Bonjabal was the one that reached in and tied him up.
It will be a jump ball. Possession arrow, though, will keep it in favor of the Rams. Mom right in front of us was not happy with that call, but she'll settle back down and get ready to go because Chad played well here tonight.
All right, Eastern, they will inbound to the left of their bucket. Temple has it, gets it into Bannett. Bannett, double team, gets it to Fowler. Fowler's driving in, leaves it off. Oh, it's a nice play by Sullivan that time to deflect it, and Apple is there to recover. Get it ahead to Sullivan, down low to Padgett. Padgett reverses, fades away, and puts it up and in. He's got 8, and it's 53-25. Paoli on top with 2:05 to go in the third quarter. Into front court, Temple hands it off to Bonjabal. Out to Fowler. Fowler will run it from the midcourt strike. Over to Temple. Temple looks to drive, couldn't get through. He's used up the dribble, leaves it off for Fowler. Fowler has used up his dribble and has to go out to Bonjabal. Now to Temple. Temple driving in. He's used it up again, out to Bonjabal. Bonjabal backs it out with the dribble. Now goes high post pass to Temple. Temple guarded closely, gets it to the baseline, forced the shot up. It's no good. Way off the mark, and Sullivan the rebound for Paoli. Outlet pass to Apple. Apple avoids 2 defenders. Quickly into front court, he passes to Cole. Cole is bumped from behind. Looks like somebody raising a knee from behind.
Whistle goes on number 33. That'll be Brody Temple. That'll be his third, just the second team foul of this quarter. Cole will get a break. Spires in. Chad will also get a break as Trey Lamitten re-enters the lineup. And for Eastern, Gavin Hurst, starting guard, will come in. And Cody Bannett comes in averaging over 20 points a ball game. Will head to the bench with 6 points, and all of those came way back in the first quarter of play.
See if Paoli starts to think about tomorrow night and getting some of the starters some rest. Left side, Minton has it. Out to Hughes. He'll try a long three. No good. Rebound, kick free, still on the floor, and finally corralled by Eastern. Into front court, Bonjabal. He runs it down the far sideline. Kicks it to the left side to Hurst. He checked in at that last break. Back out front to Temple, now to Fowler. Fowler fakes left, drives right, passes back out to Bonjabal. He had the big start to begin this quarter, but it's cooled down since. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Hurst with it. He's on the far sideline, leaves it off. Bonjabal dribbled it off his own foot, and it's picked up there by Minton. Another turnover against Eastern. Their eighth of the night. Left side, Apple will try a three. It's no good. Bonjabal way up for the rebound. He'll bring it forward himself. Leaves it off for Hurst at the midcourt circle. See if Eastern wants to hold for the last shot of the quarter with 25 seconds to go in the third. Left side, Bonjabal fakes three. Spins into the lane. He dribbled it off his own foot, and it's taken away by Hughes. Quickly to Spires to Minton with 14 seconds to go in the quarter. Hughes left side three is no good. Rebound, Bonjabal again, way up for it. He passes over to Temple, and Temple, he elbowed Minton, no call.
I think the ball actually got him on the face instead of the
all right.
elbow.
Better the ball than an elbow as Minton got some contact, but nothing was called, and that's basically the way the third quarter will come to an end. 53-25 your score, Paoli on top. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Well, 3 quarters in the books, and right now Paoli in control, and looks like they'll be advancing to tomorrow night's championship game to take on the Providence Pioneers. Right now it's 53-25 is your score. Paoli on top. And they're going to begin the fourth quarter with possession of the basketball. One other score to pass along to you. Just a few seconds left in the third quarter over at Lagodi, and Orleans is on top 33-23. All right, Paoli to the offensive end. Eastern, they saved a 1-3-1 half-court trap for the fourth quarter. They're going to start in that. Paoli passing around the outside of it. Right side, Hughes fakes three, drives in, leaves it off for Minton. Minton skips it cross-court to Spires. He'll try a three that's good. Cooper Spires stepped in, knocked it down. He's got 5, 56-25. Paoli, a 31-point lead right now. 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game as Temple brings it across the timeline. Passes over to Hurst on the far sideline. Hurst leaves it for Bannett. Down low they go to Temple. Temple powers his way to the bucket. Shot up, no good. Ball tipped around, and Apple comes down with the rebound for Paoli. Quickly into front court to Spires. Spires down low to Apple. Apple fakes, leaves it off for Minton. His shot off the glass is good. 58-25 as Minton now has 10 points on the night. Under 7 minutes to go in the ball game, and Paoli getting it close to that 35-point margin. Into front court. Bonjabalt with it. Leaves it off for Temple. Temple at the midcourt circle. Right side, he goes to Bannett. He'll fire up a three. That's good. Stepped up and knocked it down. He's got 8. 58-28 the score. Paoli up by 30. 6.5 minutes now to go in the ball game. That's the time showing on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. In front court, Apple has it. He's on the far sideline. Brings it back out to Spires, left side. There with it is Hughes. Cross-court pass to Spires. Spires fires it back out front, and that one's going into back court. An over and back violation and 7 turnovers against Paoli.
That last basket, that three-pointer by Cody Bannett, was the first three made of the night for Eastern. They missed their first 11 before number 12 finally went through the net.
All right, 6:12 to go in the ball game. Eastern will inbound across the way. Temple steps out of bounds. He'll do the honors. Has it, slaps it, brings it into Bannett. Bannett waiting for somebody to pop free or at least get out of the way on the right wing. He gets it down there to Temple. His pass deflected. Reynolds comes up with it for Paoli. A run out, driving in. Minton hard to the floor as Bonjabalt fouled him and will send him to the line for 2.
Another basket attempt in transition by the Rams off a turnover. Caleb Bonjabalt, that'll be his second personal foul, team foul number 1 of this quarter. Traylon Minton with a big game. He'll be at the free throw line. He's in double figures already with 10 of 5 out of 5 at the field.
Minton's free throw is up and good. Got the first, make it a 59-28 Paoli lead as Hayden Bostock will see his first action of the night. Paoli will start to work and get the regulars out of the lineup. 4 of the 5 starters are out right now. Minton, his second free throw is up and good, and he has taken himself out with the make, and now all 5 starters to the Paoli bench with just about 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
And kept that perfect night going from the field, and that's the free throw line for Traylon. Good to see him have a game that hopefully will carry over to tomorrow night.
60-28 the score. Paoli on top. Eastern has the basketball. Temple, he'll bring it back to the middle of the court. Passes to Drury. Drury right back to Temple at the top of the key. He drives, can't get his shot, kicks it back out to Bannett. Bannett guarded by Bostock. He gets to the free throw line. Elbow jumper is no good. Rebound down low. Hughes had it. He lost it as they took it away from him. Temple did. And now a jump ball is going to be called, and this one will favor Eastern.
Rams just couldn't quite get the handle on it. Eastern being very pesky there underneath their basket to try and keep that possession alive, and they did. Coach Weatherford's team, they're playing out the string here, even though they are down big here late in this ball game.
Temple, left of the Eastern bucket. He has it, ready to bring it in. Tried to get it to Bonjabalt. It's going out of bounds, and last touch by Eastern. And now,
wait a minute.
We've got conflicting calls.
The official along the baseline said that Ian Sullivan touched it, but the out official thought Bonjabalt touched it.
Okay.
And the out official will overrule. Okay.
Yep. All right. So that'll be a turnover against Eastern. Their 10th of the night. That's a bunch, but it's a lot less than what they had in the first matchup between these two teams.
About half as many.
Yes. 5:20 to go in the ball game. Paoli to the offensive end. Sullivan has it on the far side. That's Ian who is in there. The Bostock to Thornton down low. Sullivan shot no good. Rushed himself, and the rebound controlled underneath by Eastern. Pass got loose in backcourt, but Bonjabalt able to run it down. He gets it to Hurst, and now with 5 minutes to go in the ball game, Eastern will set in the offensive end. Bonjabalt fakes the three, had the ball knocked out of bounds by Sullivan.
Good active hands by Ian on that one-on-one defense. And Lyden Poe will come in at the 4:54 mark, and Kirkland Hughes will go to the bench, taking with him 7 points. And for Kirkland, 8 points a game, that's what the Rams need out of him, night in and night out.
Substitutions, Bat will check in for Eastern, and Fowler will check back in as well.
Yeah, we see it now. I think they're going to take Temple will come out. There we get everybody situated here.
Yeah, Temple just a junior. Not too many seniors on this Eastern team. Left side, Bannett. He'll launch a three that's up and good. Got himself free, and he's got 12. 60-31 the score. 4:45 and counting in the ball game. Paoli set in the offensive end. Left side. That's Sullivan with it. Work over to the right side to Thornton. Thornton, his pass picked off by Bonjabalt. He's going to drive in and lay it up and in. Turnover to an easy two. That was the 8th turnover of the night against Paoli. Make it now 60-33. 4:20 and counting in the ball game. Thornton on the far sideline. Hesitation move. Got to the baseline. Shot up and good, but they're going to wave it off and say that he was fouled on the floor. See who it was that was reaching in on it. Looks like 54 Bat.
And on Chase, that'll be his first, just the second team foul in this quarter.
All right, Bostock steps out of bounds. He'll do the honors for Paoli. Has it, slaps it, brings it into Sullivan. He'll launch a three. Good. Ian Sullivan's got 5 on the night. 63-33. Back to that 30-point margin with 4:05 now to go in the ball game. Bannett, he's in front court with it. Swing it over to Drury. Left in the lane. They get to Bonjabalt. His shot no good. Thornton up for the rebound for Paoli. He waits, gets it to Jackson Reynolds. Reynolds across the timeline. He's used up the dribble over to Bostock. Bostock, he leaves it off for Poe, gets it right back and out to Thornton. Thornton to Reynolds as they work that weave out front. Reynolds driving in, got to the bucket and laid it up and in. He gets his first 2, and it's now 65-33. Paoli lead. 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Out front. Bannett, he's going to launch a long three, left side, no good, and the rebound, Thornton's got it. He'll run it into front court for Paoli. Over to Sullivan, thought about another three. Now he's used up the dribble, gets it instead to Thornton, out to Jackson Reynolds. Reynolds, top of the key, Poe, three is no good. Rebound, Bostock goes and gets it, throws it off of Fowler out of bounds. It'll stay with Paoli.
Thought maybe Lyden might get that kind roll kicked high off the heel of the rim. We had to wait for it to come down to see if it might fall through, but we'll get him lined up for another one here.
That student section would have exploded had that gone in. Right side, Reynolds has it. Out to Sullivan. Sullivan, left side. Bostock, he's got a three on the way. No good. Hit the bottom of the net, but that's it. Didn't go through the rim. And the rebound taken down by Eastern. Into front court, Drury with it. He lost the handle on it, got it over to Bat, and Poe comes down hard on him and commits the foul.
Bat got the ball down low in that low post position in a good spot. And foul will go, I think, on Jackson Reynolds, 52 instead of White. That'll be the first on Jackson, team foul number 1 of this quarter. Make that 2 of this quarter for the Rams.
Bat's free throw is no good. Kicks off to the right.
Looking for his first points of the ball game.
Bat back up to the free throw line. Fouled in the act. This is free throw number 2, and it's too hard as well. Rebound. Reynolds had it, lost it, goes out of bounds, and goes over to Eastern.
Well, this is a group that Coach Cole will keep on. He wants to see them maintain the intensity that this first 5, 6, 7 guys maintain to get this lead. And here as of late, they've been doing a good job of that.
65-33 the score. Paoli's on top. Eastern with the ball. Fowler tries a three. That's an air ball. And Reynolds, out of self-defense, comes down with that rebound. Reynolds across the timeline. Bonjabalt with him. He drives around him. Got to the baseline. Kicks it back out front. There with it is Poe to Bostock. Left side to Ian Sullivan. Sullivan has used up his dribble. Looks down low. Instead comes out to Reynolds at the top of the key. Reynolds drives in, leans in, leaves it off for Thornton. Close in shot is up and good. Justin Thornton with his first two. And a quick timeout going to be taken by Eastern as Paoli has increased that lead to 67-33. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other two locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
2:09 is all that remains here in the ball game in the second semifinal round game. Rams looking to move into the championship game tomorrow night with a matchup with Providence, and that will feature two teams rated in the top 10 in Class 2A. And, of course, if you were seeding teams in this sectional, they'd have been 1 and 2, depending on whoever you looked at.
Yep, and I don't know how many of the students in the student section are going to come back after that roller coaster. That young lady leading them, she was putting them through the ringer. All right, Eastern to the offensive end with it. Whistle away from the basketball, and we got, Leiden. He said, I didn't get the last one, but I'm going to get this one.
That he did. That'll put on Leiden. That'll be his first, and team foul number 3. Substitution in, Eli Hoagland, number 20, will come in, and Caleb Bonjabalt will take a seat on the bench. Had a nice night. He'll end up with 12 points. As he and Bannett right now are tied for team high honors for the Musketeers.
Bonjabalt, one of the seniors for Eastern, likely done for the night. Underneath, they get it to Drury, and he got one to spin in off of the glass. He's got 8 points. 67-35 the score, minute 48 to go in the ball game. Bostock angles over to the right side, and he is grabbed and held, and I think was Bannett maybe under instructions to foul, so somebody could come in? Probably so.
That'll be the first on Bannett, team foul number 3, and checking in will be Ty Steven, number 14, and going out will be Garrett Drury. He'll go to the bench with 2 points, but Drury had the assignment tonight early on of guarding Fletcher Cole, and that was his main duty here in this ball game.
Drury, the second of the 3 seniors to go out of the ball game, got one more for Eastern. They may call a timeout to sub again. Right side, Bostock, he's going to drive in, and Bannett commits the foul as he got up for the bucket, and I believe that will be the occasion that Bannett will get to come out of the ball game.
And should put Hayden Bostock at the line, looking for his first points of this ball game.
Got Hayden as the 100% free throw shooter on the year, limited quantity. See if he can continue that. Free throw up and no good. And Bannett, the other senior for Eastern, he will come out of the lineup as Fowler will check in.
Able to knock down a couple of threes in this fourth quarter was Cody Bannett. He'll end up the season with 12 points here in this final game.
All right. Hayden Bostock back to the free throw line. His second on the way is no good, rattled out. Rebound contested, and Bostock runs it down in the far corner. He drives in, reverses, and scoops, and it just did spin out on him. Minute 27 to go is that rebound in the hands of Eastern. They will bring it forward from there. Colton Brading, he's got it. He's in late. Gets it over to Fowler, left side. 3 on the way is no good. Thornton runs down the rebound for Paoli and had it kicked out of bounds by Batt. It'll belong to Paoli.
Batt coming up from behind that time on the outside, and Justin wanted to find somebody else to help him bring up that basketball and put the brakes on, and that allowed the Pekin player to knock it out of bounds. And Rams running out the string here with 70 seconds to go.
67-35 the score. Paoli out in front with the basketball. Bostock driving in, trying to go cross lane to Ho. Ho said, I had an open layup, but Eastern came back and knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Paoli.
Fowler disrupted that play down low with some good help defense.
Bostock will bring it in, has it, slaps it, looking, brings it in to Sullivan, gets it right back in the corner. 3 on the way is too much, no good. Poe saves it in a bounds as it went off of Brading, and Paoli will maintain possession.
Well, get another chance here, see if either Leiden or Hayden can get one to fall.
That's what we're looking for. Bostock will trigger it in to the right of the bucket this time. Bostock looking, lobs it in to Reynolds at the top of the key. He'll try a three. It's no good. Bostock had it momentarily, had it knocked away and out of bounds. It'll stay with Paoli.
Rams getting three-point shooting happy here late in this ball game. Yep. Everybody jacking them up from behind the arc in the final couple of minutes.
Yep. 50 seconds to go in the ball game as Bostock again will step out of bounds and do the honors. He brings it into Poe at the three-point line. Back out to Bostock. Bostock with 44 seconds. He hands it off to Sullivan. Paoli can run it out if they want to. Down to 39 to go. Paoli up 67-35. Bostock, he's going to put the ball on the hip for now as Eastern comes out, puts on a little bit of pressure, nearly knocked it away, but Bostock maintains possession. Get it over to Reynolds, down to 24 seconds to go in the ball game as Reynolds just kind of dribbling away from everybody. Paoli folks come to their feet to applaud the effort, and they will advance to the sectional championship game tomorrow night to take on Providence, a meeting of ranked teams in Class 2A. Down to 6 seconds to go. Reynolds will just dribble over toward the official with 1 second left. He will hand it to him, and that will be the ball game. Paoli, 67-35 win over Eastern. We'll take a break, come back, start talking about this one. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Well, a good Friday night in sectional week for Paoli as the Paoli Rams at home. They come away with a 67-35 win over the Eastern Musketeers. Paoli will advance to tomorrow night's championship game to take on Providence. The Pioneers down Mitchell earlier tonight, 68-36. So very similar scores between these two ball games. The OC Eats postgame show begins. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We will see you soon. Looking back at game flow, no ties, no lead changes. Paoli got out to an early 7-0 lead, continued to build that lead as the first quarter went on. They were up 11 after one at 21-10. Paoli able to stretch that lead out to double digits within the first 2.5 minutes of the second quarter of play, as they led it 24-14. That was on a bucket by Cooper Spires. Paoli would stretch that lead out to as many as 15 a short minute later or so at 29-14 after Dane Padgett got a bucket. That made the score 29-14. Eastern would respond with a bucket of their own, got back within 13 before Paoli runs off 4 straight again. That made it a 33-16 advantage for Paoli. Eastern, the final 4 minutes and 23 seconds of that first half of play, all they got were 2 free throws. They got Bonjabelt to the line a couple of times, but he made just 1 of 2 each of those times. Paoli, meanwhile, was able to put up a few more points, and they stretched the lead out to 37-18 at the half. Paoli came out, started the third quarter, scored first 6 of the 8 points to start that third quarter of play, bump that lead up to 23 at 43-20. Eastern would respond with a couple of buckets of their own, got back within 43-24. That was with 5:55 to go in the third quarter, and that's when Paoli went on another of their mini runs, a 6-0 run that got them up 49-24. They were up 25 at that point and wound up leading by 28 after 3 at 53-25. Going through the fourth quarter, pretty much a matter of are we going to have a running clock or not? We got close, but not quite. Eastern, they just kind of hung around that 25 to 30-point deficit margin, and Paoli, they got all the subs in with about 5 or 6 minutes to go in the ball game and wound up winning it 67-35. Looking at the rebounding and turnover situation, Paoli wins the rebounding battle. Pretty good margin, 32-20 was the margin there, and turnovers about even, 8 for Paoli and 10 for Eastern. Again, your final score, Paoli 67, Eastern 35. Paoli advances to the championship game tomorrow night. We'll take a break, come back, and take a look at some of the individual and team stats from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
As we continue with the OC East post-game show here tonight, Rams win in advance to tomorrow night's championship game, and they did it with good shooting from the field here over Eastern, the second time that they have defeated the Musketeers, once in regular season play and here in sectional play. And with that loss, Eastern will wrap up their year with a 7-17 record, make that, and the Rams bump up to 23 wins, 23-2, heading into tomorrow night's championship game. Rams started off hot, and they kept shooting hot throughout the entire game, particularly from two-point range tonight. First quarter, the Rams were 7 out of 11, hit 5 out of 6 in the second quarter. They went 7 out of 8 in the third, and 3 out of 5 in that fourth quarter. An excellent 22 out of 31 for the game inside the arc for 71%. Three-point shooting and left a little bit to be desired. Rams were 1 out of 4 in the first quarter, 1 out of 1 in the second, 0 for 4 in the third, and 2 out of 6 in the fourth quarter, making them 4 out of 15 for the game, 27%, a few percentage points below what they normally shoot throughout the season. At the free throw line, the Rams do the job there, right about their season average. They went 4 out of 6 in the first quarter, 3 out of 4 in the second, 2 out of 2 in the third, 2 out of 4 in the fourth. For the game, 11 out of 16 for 68%. For Eastern, they started off hot. They hit 5 out of 8 from two-point range in that first quarter for 63%, but then cooled down as the Rams started to wear them down in that second quarter of play, going 2 out of 7. And then they finished up 3 out of 7 in the third quarter, 2 out of 5 in the fourth quarter. And for the game, the Musketeers, from two-point range, 12 out of 27 for 44%. It was a struggle, though, for Eastern behind the arc. They missed their first 11 three-point attempts tonight before Cody Bannett finally got one to fall there in that fourth quarter of play. In the fourth quarter, the Musketeers were 2 out of 5. Bannett hit both of those. And for the game, 2 out of 16, just 13% from three-point shooting, something that Eastern was going to have to hit on a regular mark here tonight if they were going to pull the upset, and they did not. Free throw shooting, Eastern did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter, went 4 out of 6 in the second, 1 out of 2 in the third, and 0 for 2 in the fourth. And for the game, 5 out of 10 for 50%. Rams win and advance tonight, 67-35. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Embarking on the journey to home ownership is a significant milestone filled with excitement and anticipation. Springs Valley Bank and Trust offers personalized support to help you navigate this exciting endeavor with confidence. Are you ready to explore your home purchase or refinancing options? Call me, Chris Manship, at 812-936-5652, NMLS 416647. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Bank NMLS 412076. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Time rolls on and change happens, but some things remain the same. Banks send their profits to stockholders, and credit unions share profits with members and their local communities. The difference seems simple, but the effect is huge. Since 2021, Hoosier Hills Credit Union has donated over $500,000 to nonprofits, scholarships, athletic programs, and community foundations across central and southern Indiana. We're proud to give back to our local communities. If you'd like to bank local and build our community together, visit HoosierHills.com and join us today.
As we continue with the Team OC East post-game show, let's take a look at individual scoring in this ball game. For Eastern, they had 2 players in double figures, but they only had 4 players score total here in this ball game. Cody Bannett, their leading scorer on the season, averaging almost 24 a game, ended up half that margin with 12 as the Rams do another good job. And of those 12, 6 come in the first quarter and 6 in the fourth quarter, as Paoli holds him scoreless in the middle 2 quarters. Caleb Baumgabalt had a nice game as well. He had 12 points to tie Bannett with the team-high honors. Then 8 for Garrett Drury, 3 for Brody Temple. Gavin Hurst, along with Jeffrey Fowler, Chase Batt, Ty Stephen, Colton Brading, and Eli Hoagland saw action but did not score. Rams tonight, they have 3 players in double figures. Good balance here tonight as Traylon Mitten scores 12. He was a perfect 5 for 5 from the field and 2 out of 2 at the free throw line. Chad Sullivan right there with 12 as well. Chad missed his first field goal, then hit the final 3, but he was a perfect 6 out of 6 at the free throw line for the Rams tonight. Fletcher Cole got Paoli off to the good start with 7 first quarter points, and then he added 3 in the second. He didn't even score in that second half of play. In fact, he only took 1 shot in the second half here tonight. That was a 3-pointer that he missed in the third quarter of play. Dane Padgett, a strong game off the bench for the Rams as well, as he went 4 out of 4 on the field for 8 points. Kirkland Hughes chips in with 7 in the Rams' winning cause. 5 for Cooper Spires, 5 for Ian Sullivan. Then 4 on the night for Dakota Apple, 2 for Jackson Reynolds, and 2 for Justin Thornton. As Hayden Bostock, Leiden Poe, they were the only 2 Rams that saw action and did not score here in this victory. Paoli led it 21-10 at the end of 1. It was 37-18 at the half. 53-25 was your margin at the end of 3, and the Rams win it here tonight, 67-35. We'll continue with the OC Eats post-game show from Chambers Gymnasium. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Introducing Log Creek Creations and Events, your premier special event planning destination in Paoli. Led by the talented Lisa Thomas, she specializes in creating unforgettable experiences for weddings, baby showers, graduation parties, birthdays, proms, and retirement celebrations. With warehouses full of unique decor items, we ensure your event stands out. Contact Lisa today at 812-620-5263 or visit the Facebook page for more information. Let Log Creek Creations and Events make your special day extraordinary.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
As we continue with the Team OC Eats post-game show, we know who will be in the championship game of Class 2A Sectional 46 at Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court tomorrow night. It will be Providence, who defeated Mitchell 68-40 in the first game, and the Rams come back to take the nightcap 67-35 over Eastern, put themselves in the position to cut down some nets tomorrow night as well. Head coach Dusty Cole joins us now after this Rams win, and Coach, needed what you needed to do tonight, and that's get off to a good start.
Yeah, we got off to a good start. And, that's key in these games. When you get to the tournament, you got to play for 32 minutes. It's really important. But I thought, we always have the effort, but we executed well, from the get-go. Fletcher hit a big 3 to get us going, and then just kind of took off from there.
Well, everybody chipped in, Coach. Everybody had a nice offensive night here tonight.
Yeah, we had like 11 guys score, something like that, 11 guys. So, that was big for us. Being able to play a lot of guys makes a big difference for us, and just keep those minutes down by some of our guys, too. That was huge. I think the most minutes anybody played was 20 or 21 minutes tonight. So that was a key as well, and I think that's important going into tomorrow night.
And you got this game going the way you wanted to, up and down the floor.
Yeah, and I thought it took a while to do that. They really had a plan to go over the top early, and they got a couple layups over the top, so we had to make some adjustments. We had to sprint back on defense for one. We were a little slow getting back, which is not like us, but we were a little slow getting back. They did a nice job of getting it out and throwing over the top. But even the pressure we were putting is like we played them the first time and really turned them over. Well, this time they didn't turn it over too much because they were throwing over the top and kind of beating us off the pass a little bit. So we kind of switched to like a 3/4 and a half-court trap and got a lot more out of that, kept them in front a little bit, and didn't give up too many points in the second half, and did a real nice job on Bannett, too. He's a nice player, can score a lot of points. And I think we held him to 10 points or so that's pretty good for us, too.
This is one of these games, Coach, that we've talked about a lot here in the latter stages of the season. Not one of these games where you get a big 12 or 14-0 run, but you got a lot of those 5, 6, 7-0 runs, and, boy, you put those together, and they add up pretty quick.
Yeah, Davis does a nice job of keeping these stats and just kind of keeping us updated, and that's what he said. I think the boys won every quarter, and that's what you have to do sometimes. Every now and then you get those runs, but sometimes it's just a little bit at a time. And I thought we did a really good job of just building and building and building. We continue to get stops. It seems like there wasn't very many times they scored on back-to-back trips all night long, I thought. So really good job on the defensive end of just kind of limiting their runs as well. And they got a couple kids out there. They can get a couple on you. They can get hot in a hurry. They're kind of streaky shooters a little bit, but once they get going, they can score 8 or 9 points pretty quick, and I thought we did a really good job of taking that away.
Yeah, you did, Coach. You didn't give them a lot of open looks on the outside there in this ball game.
Yeah, and we've kind of worked on that. We knew this was a team, you just have to run them off that three-point line, and a couple of them have some deep range, too. And we almost caught ourselves overextending a little bit early, trying to take away the shooters. He's chasing Bannon a little bit, and next thing you know, our gap was just wide open, and we gave up a couple drives. So just had to remind them a little bit, we still have to stick to our defense, too. You got to know where the shooter is, but you can't chase the shooter, especially in your zones and stuff. You still got to play your gaps. You still got to keep guys in front, and then just get a hand up and just be aware where he is. But, we also don't have to face guard him all the time either. You got to stay in your defense a little bit. And once we adjusted to that, I thought we did a much better job. And then came out and got a really good start to the third quarter.
Yes.
That's where we kind of changed up our press a little bit. We took away some of the jumps, and we're used to getting a lot of those. That's kind of what we're designed to do, is put a lot of pressure, and then when you take off, we get some jumps and traps and get the game going up and down. But we took those away because they were throwing over the top of the jumps, and our guys did a nice job of just matching up, keeping guys in front, and then we got 3 or 4 steals in a row in that third quarter, and that's what our guys have gotten a lot better at, just making those little adjustments, and especially with our traps and our presses. We took us so long just to teach them, and there's a lot of rotations in them for sure. They're actually kind of complicated, and we play about 3 or 4 different ones. But now they're to the point, and they got there about halfway through the season, but, they continue to get a little better too, where they can also make the adjustments on those. And they've gotten a lot better at that, and that's been a big difference in these last probably 4 or 5 weeks.
And again, a game, Coach, where he had a lot of assists, getting the ball, that extra pass to get wide open guys underneath.
I thought we moved it well, and especially on the break, transition. The one thing that we mentioned to them, they take a lot of threes and a lot of deep threes, and, they'll shoot some pull-ups too. And if we can get a decent hand, that leads to a lot of long rebounds. And I thought we had guys that really went after those. Dakota, he just thrives in that a little bit. Those long rebounds, he'll either grab them or he'll kind of tip them to himself. And then when he starts the break, he's such a good passer. He can go and finish. He can do a lot of things. Fletcher had 4 rebounds tonight in about 3 quarters. We've been needing that from our guard position because these teams, when we play good defense, it just creates those long rebounds, and that sets up the break as well. So you just get a lot out of that. Sometimes your guards kind of forget. You got to remind them a lot. But when they do a good job like they did tonight, it really makes a big difference.
And a good game here, Coach. You didn't look ahead. You took care of business tonight to put you in tomorrow night's championship game.
And, our kids have done a really good job of doing that, but our coaches have as well. Obviously, it's easy to look ahead when everybody saw the draw, and, you see the teams, and you want to focus on Providence. But the truth is, you've got to take care of business. These games are really hard to win. You see upsets all over the state, and we really did a nice job as a staff, all of our guys on staff, and then all the players too, of just taking it one game at a time, one play at a time, one day at a time. It's been very busy the past 2 weeks, but I think we've been focused, and I think we're in a good place. I think we're playing our best basketball. I don't know how many we've won in a row now, but
I think 11, believe.
But we're playing our best basketball. We're doing a nice job. We're playing here at home. The crowd was the best it's been all year. The student section is outstanding over there. You see some things and read some things about school spirit being down. It's still there. It's still there. Obviously, it's not there every night. And it's changed a little over the years, like everything else. But there's still a lot of school spirit here, and there's a lot of people that put a lot of work in to get that school spirit, and we really appreciate those people. When you have crowds like that tonight, it makes all the difference.
And Coach, task at hand tomorrow night's going to be a tough one. It's a very good Providence team that we saw here tonight for the first time. They can play some lockdown defense.
Very good team. Very good team. Everybody talks about their defense, but I like our defense too. I don't think we get enough credit on the defensive end, especially for the speed we play as well. We're only giving up about 5 or 6 more points than they are, and we play about twice as fast, and we cause a lot of turnovers. So they do have a good defense. You got to give them credit for that. But again, I like our defense too, and I think our kids are in a good place, and I think they're up for the challenge.
Should be a fun game, physical game. It looks like maybe tomorrow night.
It's going to be a physical game. There's no doubt about that. But we wouldn't have it any other way. That's how our kids like to play. We kind of thrive in those games like that, and our kids kind of enjoy it. That's how we practice. And they're probably the same, but that's how we practice every day. It's a physical game, and when it gets to the tournament, it's even more physical. But it should be a fun night. They're a good team, but we feel like we're just as good. And you kind of look at their schedule a little bit. They've played some good teams, and everybody talks about the schedule too, and how they've played this team and that team. But we play a lot of those teams as well. Our schedule is a good schedule, but you've got to count everything else in these days too. Like in the summer, we've played all the teams that we could play. Tons of 4A teams. I think we played Wapahani in the summer, and we beat them by 15 or 20. We played Northeastern, which is ranked number 5. We beat them by about 10. We played tons of these teams in the summer as well. So even though you might not see them in the regular season schedule, and the summer is a little different, I know that. But we've played against that competition. And people kind of forget about that sometimes. They just want to look at the regular season schedule, and they've played, this team and that team, and we haven't. But we've played those tough teams as well. We've played those tough players, and I think our guys are ready for the challenge.
Well, that's what we played this whole season for, Coach, to get to that Saturday championship game.
Absolutely. It's been a great season, and then, I know the boys want to practice again. That's the thing. We want to come back out here on the floor next week, and we want to continue, and we're going to do all we can to get there.
Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow night prior to the tip-off.
Sounds great.
You bet. And Coach Dusty Cole of the Paoli Rams as the Rams win at 67-35 to move on to the championship game tomorrow night. We'll be back to wrap up the OC Eats post-game show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com, or call 812-653-7431, and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
It'll be Paoli and Providence in the championship game for Class 2A Sectional 46 tomorrow night as Providence advanced for the 68-40 win over Mitchell, and Paoli took care of Eastern 67-35 to punch their ticket into tomorrow night's championship game. And Bert Pettigrew is going to take us through some other sectional semifinal round action around the southern part of the state.
Yeah, scores of local interest at least. Orleans, they were able to get a win tonight over Lagodi at Lagodi. That's saying something. Orleans downs Lagodi 49-33, and they're going to match up tomorrow night with a surprise. North Davies, they were able to down Bar Reeve 48-31 was your final there. Over at Springs Valley tonight, don't have the Valley score yet. Still looking for that, but we do know that DuBois has advanced to the championship game tomorrow night with a 70-36 win over Evansville Day. Over at West Washington, Borden advances to the championship game with a surprisingly big win over South Central of Elizabeth. 75-56 was your final there. Other 2A scores around here, you look down to Tell City, Perry Central, just barely beaten by Mater Dei this year at 39-37 there. They're likely to play Forest Park in the championship there. And up at Eastern Green, that'll be one of concern for the winner here because the winner here plays the winner from Eastern Green. And that matchup tomorrow night will have Linton. They had a tough time with South Knox tonight, 57-52, and they will play West Vigo, which beat North Knox 58-32.
It'll be two top 10 teams in Class 2A here tomorrow night at Chambers Gymnasium. Had a great crowd on hand, and if you're a Paoli Rams fan, you haven't been to a game this season, well, we mark it on your calendar to come out tomorrow night and support the Rams as they go for a sectional championship. Would be their first since 2022.
It's been a while. It doesn't seem like it's been that recent, but it's been a while. It'll be nice to get one, and Paoli, they're going to have their hands full, to say the least. The first time I'd gotten a chance to see Providence was in the first game here tonight, and what you're going to get is a team with some height, a team with some really good quickness. That's what impressed me most about their guard play tonight, how quick they were out front, and they are a very physical bunch. Paoli hasn't been matched in the physicality department too many times this year, but they may be matched tomorrow night by Providence.
Well, this was a game that everybody thought would be the championship game whenever the brackets were drawn a couple of weeks ago, and it has played out that way. So we'll decide it between the two best teams in this sectional.
Yeah, definitely. And, keys to the ball game. And every time in sectional play, first off, you got to be able to take care of the basketball. Secondly, you got to play solid defense. You can't give up too much easy. And you just got to be able to rebound and limit second shots. And that was a big part of Providence's game tonight with Mitchell, was how many second shots they get. Team that does those three things the best tomorrow night, they're probably going to win it.
And we saw both teams here that were winners tonight get off to great starts, and that also will be an important factor tomorrow night to determine a winner and who will cut down the nets at Chambers Gymnasium tomorrow evening. That is a 7 o'clock tip-off. We'll be on the air with our pregame around 6:40 tomorrow night here from Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court in the championship game of Sectional 46 between Providence and Paoli. As always, I want to thank our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school basketball not only tonight but throughout the entire season. A great job, as always, by our engineer-producer back at the studio, Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. As we wrap up the OC Eats post-game show, OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Our final tonight from Chambers Gymnasium on the James A. Babcock Court. It was Paoli 67 and Eastern 35. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Cal Car Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summer Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Super Burger and Whitfield Investments.